All right, so now that he's gone, obviously December 2nd, 2010 is a game that people around the world have been waiting on, especially Cleveland fans. This is the fans' chance to tell LeBron how they feel about him, and also he's going to have to face the music now. Tell me the pulse of the city, how you guys are getting ready for the game, and what are your expectations of the night of December 2nd, 2010?
Well, the way people are getting ready, I mean, obviously the dude is going to be booed mercilessly every time he touches the ball. When he's announced, whenever he has, not just when he, whenever he gets a rebound, if he misses a shot, everybody's going to, just let out a huge cheer every shot, every free throw he misses. Every second the dude has the ball, he's going to be booed worse than he ever has in his life. And he's been to some arenas where he has been booed pretty badly, like in Washington and Boston. But people have all kinds of ideas. The biggest one, and this has been thought of months ago. I mean, when he's introduced, just everybody in the stadium just turn around and just turn their backs to him. If he does have the guts to do the talcum powder toss, that section, just blow it all back at him. You got a bunch of chants people are thinking of, Quitter, Scottie Pippen. People have a lot of different ideas, but then again, it's hard to get that idea across to 20,000 fans. I hope they do the one that I think they might everybody turn their back on him and just have it dead silent in there. I think that booze may motivate the dude, but something like that, just staying completely quiet when he's announced. I mean, that's going to be I think that'll really get into his head. And, I'm pretty excited to see what everybody can think of as a whole. If everybody in the stadium can follow through with it or get a big enough crowd to do something. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. I'm definitely going to be watching. Now, as far as the security and the police and everything and the metal detectors, I mean, how are they handling all that stuff?
Well, they've got a couple articles out there. They're going to have a lot more cops in uniform, a lot of undercover cops. Metal detectors, that's a new one. I haven't heard that yet, but again, I don't think it's going to get that out of hand. I understand perfectly why people think it will. I mean, I've seen how Cleveland fans react to bad situations firsthand. I was at the Bottlegate game when the Jacksonville Jaguars played here against the Browns. I was at that game. I saw it happen there. You had the Browns fans standing on a bridge in Pittsburgh. You had the infamous 10-cent beer night at Progressive Field. I mean, I understand perfectly why they're building up security and why everybody expects something to happen. I think it is a bit excessive, but again, I think it is needed, man. You have a lot of bitter sports fans here, and you're better safe than sorry. I really hope that something does not happen, but I think that I don't think something that drastic is going to happen, even if they didn't have security. But again, I welcome it. I don't want anything like that happening. I don't want any physical harm to the guy. I just want him to just let the dude know how you feel, and that's it.
Yeah, I've gone on record and I've said this, and I want to know if you agree with me or not. I'm not saying it's going to work or anything else, but the bottom line is I feel like people make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, but see, what you have to do, you have to learn from your mistakes, apologize for it, and move on. If I was LeBron James, this is what I would do. I would grab the microphone. I would have to either work it out with the ownership or something and have LeBron James them turn off all the lights or something, or maybe keep the lights on and put the spotlight on him or whatever. And he needs to be up there for about 3, 4, 5 minutes, center court with the microphone like they do opening of the season. And he needs to address the fans. I really think he should do that. I'm not going to sit here and say that he's not going to get booed. They're not going to boo him and do all that stuff. But I would really like him to see him do that. What are your thoughts on that? Is there anything this guy can do to be in good faith or good standings with the Cleveland Cavalier faithful?
Ever since this happened, I really thought that he would do something like that. I think that he will try and organize something like that, but then again, it's really not. It's not going to work out the way he thinks it's going to be. People are still going. I don't think it's going to change anyone's opinion at that stadium. Like you said, everybody makes mistakes, but this was one that easily could have been avoided. I mean. Whoever told him that going on TV for an hour and doing that, whoever told him that was a good idea. If it's in his inner circle, he needs to get rid of that person. But, I don't think right now there is nothing he can really do to make amends for what happened this summer. You know, I hate to say it. I wish there was a way it could happen, but I could not think of anything right now that he could do to make amends, like I just said. Even if he was to go out there and give a little speech, you know, I don't think it's going to be met with the response that he wants. So, you know, he might. It'll be a very nice gesture for him to do it, but you know, if he wants to go ahead, you know, I'll listen to him. I'll listen to what he's got to say. But you know, don't expect a kind of reaction from the fans. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, and as an NBA expert, as far as the Cleveland Cavaliers are concerned, like I said in the beginning, you are also a Cleveland Indian and a Cleveland Brown expert too. And I got the perfect guy online right now to ask this question to. Art Modell was the #1 hated guy before the summer of 2010. Obviously, because of the, you know, taking the Browns away. Right now, who's the most hated man in Cleveland? Is it Art Modell or LeBron James?
LeBron James, and you know, obviously, I was a kid when the whole thing with Art Modell happened. But my dad is a huge Browns fan. Everybody in my family is. I mean, all their friends were too, and I lived in Cleveland at the time. And man, the reaction was not that different. Man, people hated the guy. They did not want to hear anything he had to say, and he really didn't say much after that anyway. But he was smart not to. But you know, it's been 15 years since that happened. And you know, I think what Art Modell was actually what he did was a lot bigger, man. The Browns were the team in Cleveland at the time, man. Everybody loved the Browns, even though they had no glory. I mean, Brown Stadium was always packed. Everybody absolutely loved him, and he moved the whole team out of here. It wasn't just one person leaving. I think that if people went back and lived it, they'd actually see that what Art Modell did was much bigger. But right now, obviously, you know, it's been 15 years. And the Cavs were the only team we had in contention. You got a couple of other teams that are just in huge ruts right now. And, you know, most of these people, I mean, a lot of teens, a lot of people my age, or, you know, the Cavs are what we grew up watching. I mean, they were the big team for us. So, you know, LeBron right now, you'd think that he would be the #1 guy, and he is the #1 guy in the hearts of fans. But, you know, like I said, it's been a long time since what Art Modell did, and if he were to do that again, you know, if the same thing were to happen again, if we had the old Browns back, if they had never moved, and somebody moved him out of here like that, then that guy who moved the Browns out would be thought of as the #1 hated person in Cleveland. But just because this is so recent, and because the Cavs were our team at the time, LeBron James is the #1 guy.
Oh man, LeBron. Well, what are your thoughts on him as far as what he's doing now with the whole Eric Spoelstra thing and all the rumors swirling? What are your thoughts, and what are the Cleveland Cavalier fans' thoughts about him? You know, with the bump with Spoelstra, and you know, behind the scenes saying that he wants him fired. You know, what is everybody in Cleveland talking about with that?
Well, a lot of people are perfectly willing to believe it. Me, you know, I do believe it, but again, I can't know if that's actually true, but I know I do believe it, and I would not be surprised at all if that bump was intentional, or if he wanted Spoelstra out of here. You know, it's been clear from me, you know, he never respected Mike Brown. And it's just seeming like he's one of those guys that just does not want to be coached. He wants everything going his way. You know, he thinks he's got everything figured out there. He doesn't need his coach, especially one with very little NBA experience like Mike Brown and Spoelstra. I really thought something like this would happen. You know, I thought if he didn't respect Mike Brown, why is he going to respect Spoelstra? And it seems like the big thing here is they think Spoelstra is, quote, you know, too hard on them, not letting them be themselves. And that just, you know, leads to an interesting question. If they give Spoelstra the boot because of that, and Pat Riley comes back, how are they going to react to him? Pat Riley runs a tight ship, and if they can't stand Spoelstra's, you know, discipline, then how are they going to put up with Pat Riley? I mean, to me, this is just beginning to unfold. It hasn't even started yet.
Yeah, I agree. And this is definitely going to be interesting for this game. Everybody's waiting for it. I can't wait. It's only one game, but we'll see. You know, we'll see.
Biggest game of the year, man. Biggest regular season game of the year.
Yeah, it's going to definitely get some high ratings.
Yes.
Isaiah, I really appreciate you coming on the show. Thanks very much.
I appreciate having me on, man.
Okay. And also, if you guys want to get some great Cleveland Cavaliers news, updates, anything has to do with the Cavs, please visit Isaiah at the New Cleveland Cavs channel. Also, everything as far as the Browns, the Indians, everything Cleveland sports. Check him out at You Are All Witnesses 23. Make sure you guys subscribe to him. This guy is doing an absolute great job as a correspondent. I actually sought him out as well, and I asked him to do this for me, and it wasn't even about whether or not he was going to get the job. All I wanted him to do was accept it, and he did, and he hasn't disappointed. So once again, thanks a lot. You've been doing a great job, Isaiah, and thanks a lot for coming on the show, man.
Not a problem at all, man. Like I said, keep doing your show just the way it is, man. If you don't like it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
Okay, man.
Okay, thanks, guys. Take care of yourselves. I'll talk to you soon. And don't forget, if you can believe it, you can do it. Thanks for watching. You guys know I appreciate it. And remember, folks, always, always treat people how you want to be treated, and everything will be okay. This is NBA Jerry, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Enjoy the NBA season. Peace.